Have you ever felt tired, unmotivated, or lost and didn't know why? You procrastinate. You doubt yourself. You overthink everything. And you wonder, what's wrong with me? It's not because you're lazy, not because you're broken. It's because you're under attack. Not by the world outside, but by the voice inside your head. Every single day, a war is being fought, not in the streets, not in the skies, but in the silence between your ears. The battlefield is your mind. The enemy? Limiting beliefs that keep you small, stuck, and scared. Most people never even realize this war exists, and because of that, they lose. But not you. Not today. Give me 5 minutes, and I'll show you how to silence the noise, rewire your thoughts, and finally take control of your life. No struggle, no overthinking. Just one powerful mindset shift that could change everything. Welcome to the silent war within, and today, you learn how to win it. The operating system of your existence. Mindset is not a buzzword. It's not a motivational poster on your office wall or a fleeting Instagram quote that fades from memory as soon as you scroll past. It's the operating system of your existence, the code that runs every decision, every reaction, every step you take. And like any system, it can be hacked, rewritten, and optimized. But only if you realize you're the one holding the keys. Think about the legends you admire: Thomas Edison, Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Napoleon Hill, Walt Disney. None of them were handed perfect conditions. Edison failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Carnegie grew up in poverty, working as a bobbin boy in a cotton factory. Ford faced bankruptcy and ridicule before revolutionizing the auto industry. Hill spent decades studying success before distilling it into Think and Grow Rich. Disney was told he lacked creativity, yet he built an empire of imagination. What set them apart wasn't luck or talent. It was mindset. They didn't just wish for success. They trained for it. They cultivated a way of thinking that was stronger than their obstacles. They didn't avoid struggle. They embraced it as a teacher. They didn't wait for permission. They gave themselves the authority to act. Power doesn't come from dodging challenges. It comes from how you meet them. It's the difference between seeing a setback as a dead end or as a detour. It's the choice to view failure as a lesson rather than a verdict. It's the refusal to let circumstances define you when you know you can define yourself. Destroying the prison of limiting beliefs. Before you can build a mindset that propels you forward, you must first tear down the walls holding you back. These walls are your limiting beliefs, the invisible chains that keep you stuck, small, and safe. They're the voices whispering, "I'm not enough. I'm too old. I'm too young. I wasn't born for greatness. Success is for other people." These are lies, every single one of them. They're not truths. They're stories. Stories passed down from pain, fear, or someone else's forgotten dreams. You believe them not because they're true, but because you heard them often enough to feel familiar. Familiarity breeds comfort, even when it's a prison you've mistaken for home. Take a moment to think about it. What's one belief you've carried that's held you back? Maybe it's the idea that you're not smart enough to start that business. Maybe it's the fear that you're too late to chase your dream. Maybe it's the nagging doubt that you don't have what it takes to stand out. Write it down, look at it, and then burn it down. Replace those lies with truths forged in fire. I am capable of learning anything I set my mind to. I am becoming the person I need to be. I choose my future starting now. Your mind listens to what you say. It's always listening. So speak like someone worthy of winning. Speak like someone who knows they're destined for more. Because the moment you change the story you tell yourself, you change the trajectory of your life. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, she was a single mother living on welfare, battling depression and rejection. Every major publisher turned down her manuscript. But she refused to believe the lie that her story wasn't good enough. She kept writing, kept submitting, kept believing. And that belief, her mindset, turned a rejected manuscript into a cultural juggernaut. What lies are you ready to reject today? The daily ritual of mindset training. Rewriting your mindset isn't a one-time event. It's a daily ritual, a discipline, a commitment to showing up for yourself. Your mind is like a flame. It needs constant fuel to burn brightly. Without care, it flickers and fades. With attention, it roars. Every morning is a chance to paint a new brushstroke on the canvas of your mind. Most people let the world paint for them. They wake up reacting to notifications, emails, or the chaos of the day, but not you. You begin with intention. You set the tone. You decide who you'll be before the world tries to decide for you. Here's how you start. Speak your truth. Stand in front of a mirror and declare your power. Say, I create my reality. I am in control. I move through this world with strength and clarity. These aren't just words, they're commands to your subconscious. They're the blueprint for your day. Act with purpose. Stack small wins early. Make your bed. Write in a journal. Go for a walk. Do a workout. Keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small. These actions aren't about results. They're about alignment. They're proof that you show up for you, reflect, and reset. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I learn? How did I grow? What can I do better tomorrow? This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. This daily practice isn't glamorous. It's not always exciting, but it's the foundation of transformation. It's how you train your mind to see opportunity where others see obstacles, to find strength where others find excuses. Look at someone like Kobe Bryant. His Mamba mentality wasn't just a catchy phrase, it was a daily commitment. He woke up at 4 a.m. to train, not because he loved the grind, but because he loved what the grind made him. Every shot, every sprint, every moment of discipline was a vote for the person he wanted to become. What small action will you take today to vote for your future self? Mastering the storm within. Your mindset isn't just about what you think. It's about how you feel. Emotions are the undercurrent of your actions, the unseen signals that guide or derail you. They're not your enemy, they're your messengers, but if you don't learn to listen and respond, they can become traps. Emotional regulation isn't about suppressing what you feel, it's about transforming it. It's choosing response over reaction, breath over outburst, vision over noise. When anger surges, you're not your anger, you're the one who decides what to do with it. When fear creeps in, you're not your fear. You're the one who chooses to move through it. Here's a simple practice to master your emotions. Pause and breathe. When you feel the storm rising, anger, frustration, anxiety, stop. Take 5 deep breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4. This isn't just calming, it's reclaiming control. Name the emotion. Give it a label. This is fear. This is frustration. Naming it creates distance, reminding you that you are not the emotion, you're the observer. Reframe the signal. Ask, what is this emotion telling me? What do I need to learn or do? Fear might be a sign you're stepping out of your comfort zone. A good thing. Anger might be a call to set boundaries. Every emotion has a purpose. Act with intention. Choose a response aligned with your goals. If you're angry, don't lash out. Channel it into focus. If you're scared, don't retreat. Take one small step forward. This practice isn't about being emotionless. It's about being powerful. The strongest person in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who stays grounded when everything else shakes. Consider Nelson Mandela. Imprisoned for 27 years, he faced unimaginable hardship. Yet he emerged not with bitterness, but with clarity and compassion. He mastered his emotions, channeling his pain into a vision for a better world. If he could find peace in a prison cell, you can find it in the chaos of your day. Have you ever felt tired, unmotivated, or lost, and didn't know why? You procrastinate. You doubt yourself. You overthink everything. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're broken. It's because you're under attack. Not from the world outside, but from the voice inside your head. Every single day, there's a war being fought. Not on the streets, not in the skies, but in the silence between your ears. The battlefield is your mind, and the enemy, the beliefs that keep you stuck. Most people never even realize this war is happening, and so they lose it before they ever fight back. This is the silent war within, and today, you learn how to win it. The operating system of your existence. Mindset is not a buzzword. It's not a motivational poster on your office wall or a fleeting Instagram quote that fades from memory as soon as you scroll past. It's the operating system of your existence, the code that runs every decision, every reaction, every step you take. And like any system, it can be hacked, rewritten, and optimized. But only if you realize you're the one holding the keys. Think about the legends you admire. Thomas Edison, Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Napoleon Hill, Walt Disney. None of them were handed perfect conditions. Edison failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Carnegie grew up in poverty, working as a bobbin boy in a cotton factory. Ford faced bankruptcy and ridicule before revolutionizing the auto industry. Hill spent decades studying success before distilling it into think and grow rich. Disney was told he lacked creativity, yet he built an empire of imagination. What set them apart wasn't luck or talent, it was mindset. They didn't just wish for success, they trained for it. They cultivated a way of thinking that was stronger than their obstacles. They didn't avoid struggle, they embraced it as a teacher. They didn't wait for permission, they gave themselves the authority to act. Power doesn't come from dodging challenges. It comes from how you meet them. It's the difference between seeing a setback as a dead end or as a detour. It's the choice to view failure as a lesson rather than a verdict. It's the refusal to let circumstances define you when you know you can define yourself. Setting goals that ignite action. Effort without direction is like a fire burning without purpose. It warms nothing. You need aim. You need goals. Not vague wishes like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy. Those are dreams, not plans. Goals are precise, measured, and dated. They're the targets you aim for with every step you take. Here's how to set goals that ignite action. Get specific. Instead of, I want to get fit, say, I will run 5 kilometers in under 25 minutes by December 31st. Specificity turns dreams into plans. Break it down. Big goals are intimidating. Break them into smaller milestones. Want to write a book? Start with 500 words a day. Want to start a business? Research one aspect this week. Write it down. A goal unwritten is a wish forgotten. Put it on paper, on your phone, on your wall. Make it real. Act now. Don't wait to feel ready. Readiness comes from action, not preparation. Take the first step today, no matter how small. Clarity without action is hallucination. Action without vision is noise. But clarity paired with execution, that's how legends are made. Look at Elon Musk. When he set out to build SpaceX, his goal wasn't just build a rocket. It was to make space travel affordable and colonize Mars. He broke it down. Learn rocket science, hire the best minds, test relentlessly. Every failure was a lesson. Every success was a step. That's the power of a clear goal backed by relentless action. Balancing the fire within. You are not a machine. You are a force. And even forces need rest. Balance isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's knowing when to push and when to pause. It's setting boundaries, finding stillness, and prioritizing recovery. Burnout doesn't build empires. Clarity does. You cannot serve the world from an empty soul, so protect your peace like it's part of your purpose, because it is. Here's how to find balance. Set boundaries. Say no to what drains you. Protect your time for what matters, your goals, your health, your loved ones. Embrace stillness. Meditate, journal, or simply sit in silence for 5 minutes a day. Let your mind breathe. Prioritize recovery. Sleep well, eat well, move your body. These aren't luxuries, they're necessities for sustained greatness. Celebrate wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. It's fuel for the journey. Oprah Winfrey didn't become a media mogul by working herself to exhaustion. She built her empire by balancing relentless ambition with self-care. She meditated, reflected, and surrounded herself with people who lifted her up. Balance gave her the clarity to keep going. The path of continuous improvement mastery is not a destination. It's a direction. You will never arrive because growth is the point. Every day you improve, you outgrow the version of you that once felt permanent. You evolve, one choice at a time, one rep, one insight, one bold decision. Continuous improvement isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about learning from every experience, every mistake, every victory. Here's how to make improvement your daily breath. Learn constantly. Read a book. Take a course. Listen to someone wiser. Knowledge is the raw material of growth. Reflect daily. At the end of each day, ask, what went well? What can I do better? Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Experiment fearlessly. Try new approaches. Fail fast. Learn faster. Every experiment is a step toward mastery. Stay consistent. Small, consistent actions compound over time. A single push-up today becomes a marathon tomorrow. Consider the story of Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She started with a simple idea and $5,000 in savings. She didn't have an MBA or industry connections, but she committed to learning, experimenting, and improving every day. She knocked on doors, pitched her idea, and refined her product. Today, she's a billionaire. That's the power of continuous improvement. The climactic call to rise. So rise, not with hype, but with conviction. Step forward, not because it's easy, but because it matters. Train your mindset like your life depends on it. Because it does. The most powerful force on earth is not talent, not luck, not circumstance. It is a mind built with belief, armed with purpose, and trained for greatness. Your mindset is your kingdom. Rule it, or be ruled by it. Today, take one step. Write down one limiting belief and replace it with a truth. Set one clear goal and take one action toward it. Speak one affirmation that reminds you who you are. This is how you begin. This is how you become. You are not stuck. You are not small. You are not your past. You are a force, a creator, a legend in the making. The world is waiting for you to claim your place. So go, build your mindset, shape your reality, and live the life you were born to live. What's the first step you'll take today?